3 years have passed since the monumental clash between Godzilla and Kong that ended Mechagodzilla's reign of terror. A fragile peace now blankets the world, with humanity adapting to coexist alongside titans. Kong has settled in Hollow Earth, exploring its vast mysteries and remnants of his ancestors. Meanwhile, Godzilla continues his role as the planet's guardian, maintaining balance by quelling rogue titans. However, this tenuous tranquility is shattered by a new and ominous disturbance. Deep within Hollow Earth, Monarch detects an enigmatic signal emanating from unknown depths. The signal reverberates throughout the ecosystem, causing seismic disruptions. Jia, the last survivor of the Iwi tribe and Kong's closest ally, begins to experience haunting visions, flashes of devastation and a malevolent force awakening beneath the surface. It's as though she shares a psychic connection with the source of this growing threat. On the surface, Godzilla senses the disturbance as well. His slumber in the Roman Colosseum, now his lair, ends abruptly as he emerges, drawn to the energy. After a decisive battle with Titanus Scylla in Rome, he travels to France, where he absorbs radiation from a dormant nuclear reactor. This act of preparation signals his awareness that something far more dangerous than any Titan he's faced before is approaching. In Hollow Earth, Kong stumbles upon a previously uncharted region inhabited by a community of giant apes. Among them is Suko, a young, mischievous ape who initially clashes with Kong. Over time, however, the two form a bond, with Suko looking to Kong as a mentor. This discovery provides Kong with a rare sense of belonging, but it also hints at the ancient conflicts buried within Hollow Earth's history. Meanwhile, a Monarch expedition led by Dr. Eileen Andrews, Gia's adoptive mother, and Bernie Hayes ventures into the depths to investigate the signal. Their exploration uncovers a massive underground temple, adorned with hieroglyphs detailing the legend of Scar King, a ruthless, ancient alpha predator from Kong's species. The text describes Scar King's attempt to conquer both Hollow Earth and the surface world in a war that devastated the Titans. Godzilla's ancestors ultimately defeated him, sealing him away deep within the Earth. This revelation shakes Monarch to its core. The signal they've detected isn't random, it's a distress call emanating from Scar King's prison, hinting at his imminent return. The texts also allude to Mothra, the mythical Titan of balance, as the only force capable of mediating between Titans and averting global catastrophe. Gia's unique connection with the Titans positions her as a pivotal figure in awakening Mothra. As the situation escalates, Godzilla and Kong begin to converge, each drawn to Hollow Earth by their instincts. Godzilla's path takes him through Arctic waters, where he battles Titan Tiamat in a grueling underwater clash that leaves him visibly drained. Meanwhile, Kong prepares for the greatest challenge of his life. Armed with determination and a newfound connection to Hollow Earth's history, he senses the brewing storm but remains unaware of its full scale. The world teeters on the edge of annihilation, as ancient forces stir and alliances between its mightiest titans become the only hope for survival. In the hidden depths of Hollow Earth, the ancient nightmare finally reveals itself. Scar King, a monstrous ape of unimaginable power. His body, scarred from battles of a bygone era, emanates raw hatred. His once sealed prison has been disturbed, and now he rises to reclaim dominion over both Hollow Earth and the surface. With him is Shimo, a colossal ice-breathing titan resembling a mammoth fused with a prehistoric reptile, under Scar King's control through a mysterious crystalline artifact. Scar King's emergence brings devastation to Hollow Earth, beginning with a catastrophic battle against Kong. The massive ape, unprepared for such a relentless foe, finds himself outmatched. Shimo's icy breath freezes the terrain, forcing Kong and his newfound ally, Suko, to retreat. Worse still, Kong loses his legendary battle axe, which is seized by Scar King as a trophy. Injured and humiliated, Kong retreats into the shadows of Hollow Earth, vowing to return stronger. On the surface, Godzilla senses the growing chaos. Hollow Earth's disturbances ripple through the planet's core, driving Titans into frenzy. Godzilla battles his way to the Arctic, where he encounters the deadly Titan Tiamat. Despite his triumph, the fight drains his energy and delays his arrival in Hollow Earth. It becomes clear that this is no ordinary conflict. An ancient war is brewing, threatening to pull the entire world into its fold. Monarch's team, led by Dr. Andrews, Bernie Hayes and Jia, uncovers more about the crystal Scar King wields. These artifacts, ancient relics of the Titan Wars, amplify psychic control over other creatures. Monarch deduces that these crystals are key to Scar King's power and must be destroyed to prevent further havoc. Jia, increasingly attuned to the Titan's energy, begins hearing whispers of another ally, Mothra, the fabled titan of balance. Determined to awaken Mothra, Jia leads Monarch to a hidden sanctuary in the Himalayas, where the titan lies dormant in her cocoon. A sacred ritual, steeped in the mythology of the Iwi tribe, begins to unfold. Mothra's presence is desperately needed to mediate between Godzilla and Kong, whose tension threatens to derail any chance of defeating Scar King. Meanwhile, Godzilla breaches the Hollow Earth's entrance, drawn by the sheer power emanating from Scar King. His arrival is anything but peaceful. Upon encountering Kong, the two titans clash in a brief but ferocious fight. Their history of rivalry ignites once more, with both combatants unleashing their full strength in an earth-shaking confrontation. However, the chaos is interrupted by the arrival of Mothra, who gracefully descends, her radiant wings casting a calming glow. Mothra's presence diffuses the tension between Godzilla and Kong. Through her pacifying influence, an unspoken truce is formed. The two titans, recognizing the greater threat, prepare for their most dangerous battle yet. As Hollow Earth continues to crumble under Scar King's icy conquest, the newly forged alliance heads toward the final showdown. In the background, Monarch scrambles to assist. Armed with the knowledge that destroying Scar King's crystals will strip him of his power, the team devises a risky plan. But time is running out. Scar King's conquest escalates as his control over Shimo threatens to turn Hollow Earth into a frozen wasteland, its devastation slowly spreading to the surface world. With Godzilla, Kong, and Mothra united, the stage is set for a clash of titanic proportions. The fate of both worlds hinges on their ability to stop Scar King before his dominion becomes absolute. The final confrontation looms as Godzilla, Kong, and Mothra march toward the heart of Scar King's icy stronghold deep within Hollow Earth. The terrain has become a frozen wasteland, the once vibrant subterranean world now encased in ice from Shimo's devastating breath. The stakes are higher than ever. If Scar King's crystalline artifact is not destroyed, his control over Shimo will cement a new ice age, consuming both Hollow Earth and the surface in unrelenting cold. Kong, now equipped with his reclaimed battle axe, leads the charge. His movements are heavy but resolute, his injuries from the earlier battle still evident. Zuko trails him closely, a small but determined presence in the face of overwhelming danger. Meanwhile, Godzilla's dorsal plates glow ominously, his atomic breath charged and ready for the fight of his life. Above them, Mothra glides, her luminous wings casting an ethereal light across the battlefield as if signaling hope in the midst of despair. As they approach Scar King's lair, Shimo emerges, a towering figure wreathed in frost and primal rage. The Ice Titan unleashes a blast of freezing wind, the temperature dropping so drastically that the air itself crystallizes. Kong leaps into action, using his axe to shatter the icy barriers and strike at Shimo's massive frame. The ground trembles as the two behemoths clash, their roars echoing through the hollow caverns. Zuko proves his worth, dodging Shimo's attacks and distracting the colossal titan long enough for Kong to land devastating blows. Simultaneously, Godzilla confronts Scar King directly. The tyrannical ape, wielding the crystalline artifact, proves to be a formidable foe. He hurls chunks of ice with precision and unleashes psychic waves that disrupt Godzilla's equilibrium. Each blow from Scar King is calculated, exploiting Godzilla's raw power by forcing him into a defensive stance. But the king of the monsters retaliates with relentless atomic blasts, their impact carving molten craters into the frozen battlefield. Mothra's role becomes pivotal as she targets the crystalline artifact itself. Her radiant energy destabilizes the artifact's resonance, weakening Scar King's grip over Shimo. Her elegant yet fierce aerial maneuvers create openings for Godzilla and Kong to press their attacks. With Scar King momentarily distracted, Kong delivers a devastating strike, embedding his axe into the artifact and fracturing its core. The shattering of the crystal breaks Scar King's psychic control over Shimo. The Ice Titan, now freed, turns on his former master with a fury born of betrayal. In a climactic moment, Shimo's powerful tusks impale Scar King, dealing a fatal blow that leaves the tyrant reeling. Kong capitalizes on this opening, delivering a final, earth-shaking swing of his axe that reduces Scar King to nothing more than a memory of his terror. With Scar King defeated, the icy grip on Hollow Earth begins to thaw. Godzilla, using his atomic breath, melts the remaining ice structures to restore balance to the environment. Mothra, ever the symbol of harmony, spreads her light across the battlefield, healing the damage caused by the conflict. Shimo, now free and at peace, retreats into the depths, leaving Kong and Godzilla as the undisputed protectors of their respective domains. As the dust settles, Kong remains in Hollow Earth, reclaiming his role as its guardian alongside Zuko, who has proven himself to be a brave and capable companion. Godzilla, weary but victorious, returns to the ocean, resuming his watch over the surface world. Mothra vanishes into the skies, her presence a quiet reassurance that balance has been restored, for now. Back on the surface, Jia and Monarch reflect on the events that transpired. Jia, having shown courage beyond her years, decides to remain in Hollow Earth with the surviving Iwi tribe, embracing her heritage and her unique connection to the Titans. Monarch, now armed with deeper knowledge of the ancient wars and the true nature of Titankind, begins rebuilding, vowing to prevent future catastrophes of this scale. The alliance between Godzilla, Kong, and Mothra is a testament to the strength found in unity, even among beings as powerful and primal as the Titans. Their combined efforts remind humanity of a vital truth. Survival often depends on cooperation, and the bonds forged in the heat of battle can withstand even the greatest of storms. Godzilla x Kong. The new empire is an epic tale of power, resilience, and balance. With breathtaking action and unforgettable visuals, the film delivers a message about the importance of harmony between humanity and nature, and the strength that arises when even the fiercest rivals unite for a greater purpose.